Hello, hello, hello. Antphrodite here, your pop culture psychic, back to you again with another celebrity reading. This time it's on Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. So rumors are that they're dating and she was seen at his game and they were flirting and all this. So I'm going to go ahead and look at it. If you haven't seen my last Taylor Swift reading, I'll put a link to it up here. If you're wondering why I'm wearing sunglasses, I have been battling an illness. There's a community post update about it. If you're interested, so it's because of my illness that I'm wearing this. Sorry. Anyways, remember these readings all alleged from Taylor only, and let's get started. Also, if you really like this, make sure you join the YouTube memberships. There's a $5, $10, and $15 tier, and there's a ton of perks, including readings from me. So, all right, Taylor's on the left. Getaway car. And then he'll be on the right. See, this is exactly my problem. Okay. So let's start off with Travis. He showed up as the Wheel of Fortune, which is golden opportunity. So yeah, she is a great tool to utilize to propel himself forward in terms of name recognition. None of us knew who the hell he was. Now the whole world knows who he is, right? So, and don't even get me started because I know some of you, I'm going to go off already. Some of you want to be like, oh, I knew who he was because I like sports. That doesn't mean anything. I love pop music. Everyone that loves pop music knows who Slater is. That doesn't mean she's a worldwide household name yet. Goes in her new album. But at the end of the day, now everyone knows who this guy is because it's Taylor. So let's get started don't even get me started with that. Anyways, the Wheel of Fortune is there. So yes, I mean, granted, I'm going to be honest with you. That doesn't necessarily mean that he's malicious or, a clout chaser. If the star was next to it, then I'd say yes. At the end of the day, and I said this in all my Britney readings, when you're a massively successful pop star, okay, this is going to show up for the people in your life. It just is. You are, no matter what you do, when you touch someone, when you pull someone else into your fame bubble, they're going to have a Wheel of Fortune moment. They're going to be Wheel of Fortune. Every single person that Taylor Swift talks to, dates, or befriends will have success come to them because of her bubble of fame. That's it. Taylor knows this. And you know what? Again, there's good and bad with it, but you're never going to have someone who will not benefit from being with you when you're at this level of fame. You just have to accept that they're going to benefit from that. That's just it. That being said, I also do think the Wheel of Fortune, he looks at her as like a prize. So this is concerning for me because when you look at him as an athlete, right, they always have a carrot on the stick. They're always chasing a new goal. They're always like, what's my highest record? What's my new goal to achieve? He's looking at her as like the number one most sought after woman in the world. This is my goal. And I'm tunnel vision for it. He won't stop until he has her. He's going to chase the fuck out of her. Even if she didn't want to talk to him or ignored him, he would still chase her. He would never give up on her because for him, he's like, that's who I want. I want her on my arm. That is the type of person, that right there. Sometimes I'm a little concerned with that mentality because, once men chase something for a while and get what they want, sometimes their mind wanders and they're like, oh, okay, well, I got that. What else can I get? I want something else. The grass is greener. Not always, but I will say he's just super tunnel vision and looking at her as like, you're the best thing I could possibly get. Not necessarily a negative, but I am cautious of it. Now, she showed up as the Six of Swords. Travel, distance, change. I want someone different. This is different. She's dated so many like musicians and like artistic guys and all these guys who are moody and emotional and all this trauma. And she's like, I want something new. I want a new experience. And now she's got it. This guy is practical. This guy is physical. I will say, I do think she's going to struggle with physical touch. I think his physical touch is a love language of his. I see him wanting to like hold her and hug her and like hold her hand and very physical and like wanting to like pull her in. I think she might be a little standoffish with that. But that's what this type of guy is. I see him as like an earth energy. So like he's like a grounding, and she's used to more of like air and water where they're like, dreamy and like cerebral. This guy's more of a simple guy. I actually think this is the type of guy that would be perfect for her. I'm just like, are you actually going to like him? Or are you going to be bored? Because like this is the type of guy that would like ground her. But it's like, do you actually even like him? I guess right now the hangman's upright between the two of them. So like Taylor doesn't give a fuck right now. Like she's chilling. She's enjoying it. She's having fun. She's being iconic. She's being skinny and talented. And she thinks it's fun. The hangman is usually a sign of sacrifice though. So like I said before, she doesn't care if it works out. She doesn't care if it doesn't. If she wants to move on quickly, she will. If anyone thinks he's in charge, they're delusional. He knows he's not in charge. He's the type of guy, like I said before, if he got rejected, he would still chase. He would never give up on her. He would kind of be like, he would kind of like smile like, okay, well, maybe not now, but I'll get you eventually. And he would be patient. So this is the type of guy that like, when they want something, they get it. So I guess we'll see how it plays out. But for right now, she's kind of just like, eh. I will say, I do not think that she has a strong physical attraction towards him. He's not her type physically. I think that's a big hang up for her. I think usually she's used to being super physically drawn towards her partners and just running head speed first into it. And with this one, I see her just kind of being like, That's a good thing, Taylor. You're experiencing something new. I'm actually proud of her for entertaining this because I think the old Taylor wouldn't have even given this a second thought. I think for her, she's kind of looking at this. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles reversed, the Knight of Swords reversed, and the Page of Pentacles. There is a part of her that's kind of like, how can I still remain iconic even though I'm not on stage? So there is a part of her that kind of thinks it's like an iconic moment to be with like a footballer. You know what's interesting? The more I read her, the more I kind of get her and kind of like her because she's kind of funny. Like she's kind of just like, that's kind of an iconic moment. Football. Ooh, never really thought I'd be here. Like, ooh, sports. I've never really conquered this field. Like, this is a new genre. This is like a new thing for me. It's kind of funny. Like, she's kind of fucking funny. Like, I can see her as like a little awkward in this space because it's new for her, but I think she's kind of enjoying being like a fish out of water. I think she's really enjoying being a fish out of water. This is a woman who like knows her shit about music, right? So she's like knows everything about fame, everything about music, and now she's thrust into this world and this planet that she never knew existed, and she's like lost. She's like, I don't know what the hell this is. What does the ball do? Like she has no idea. She doesn't understand any of it, and I think she's kind of fascinated by it. She's like, oh, this is different. I think she enjoys the new culture more than she enjoys the man. I told you that she's hesitant with the physical attraction. I told you that, though. That doesn't mean that she can't grow. It's not like she thinks she's ugly, but it's not her type. So she's kind of like, The Page of Cups is upright and the Nine of Cups. I will say, I do think she likes Page of Cups is sentimentality and the Nine of Cups is manifestation. There's something he either did with his mom or his family. There's something there that she really admires. I will say she has a lot of respect for him right off the bat, which is not normal for her. She usually doesn't respect the men that she connects to as much as she is right now. Usually the men have to like fight her to earn the respect, but this is the first time where she immediately respected him, which is interesting. I wonder what that's about. So it's the way he treats people. Oh, that's what it is. It's because he's fucking successful. So the Emperor being reversed, the Temperance card upright, and the King of Cups. She looks at him and realizes that he's a self-made person. She's like, you were super patient and you had to sacrifice and you had to sort of turn your brain off and really focus, and you had to sort of push and be talented and do this on your own. So I think for her, she kind of realizes like a lot of her games don't work. A lot of the like games that she used to play and the things that she used to do are not going to work with this one. This is someone who's very disciplined. I mean, to be an athlete, you have to be super disciplined. This is someone who's very strong and talented and someone who has recognition somewhat before her, right? He wasn't a household name, but he's been doing well. And so I think for her, she's kind of just like, well, shit. I wouldn't say she's intimidated, but she took a step back. I think it's very close to being intimidated, but I wouldn't use that word. I would say she like had to take a step back, like, oh fuck. Like I will say he's coming on a little too strong. That's his nature though. So it's a little scary for her, but whatever. She's trying to push forward, but damn, she has to respect this one. She has to. Even if Even if he were to do something fucked up to her, she still has a level of respect for him because of what he's been able to build on his own. Okay, 4 of Pentacles reversed, 6 of Cups reversed, and Page of Swords. She is purposefully going into this connection and all of her next ones, if this one doesn't work out, because this one's a little iffy, I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, I like it, but we'll see. She does not want to fight. The Page of Swords. When I tell you this girl is so tired of arguing and fighting, she's tired of investing in people so quickly and emotionally. Like, she will emotionally invest in someone right off the bat. She's tired of doing that and then it falling apart. She's tired of the mistakes she's made in the past. She's tired of the types of guys she's been with in the past, or people. And the Page of Swords being reversed is also like, I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to pick fights. I don't want to do anything. I genuinely believe the loss of the relationship with Joe has made her realize that she, 1, can't pick fights, and 2, she can't be with people that are fundamentally like different. Like, she doesn't want to fight. She doesn't want tension. She's looking for harmony and balance. She's looking for peace. Girl, did you start going to therapy? Who is this girl? You know what I think it is? I think she got the validation she was looking for and proved herself with the Eras Tour, and now she's like chilling. I think she proved to herself like, okay, I'm that bitch. And I think now she's kind of like fed her ego in that part, because I think she was feeling like low, and now she feels like, okay, I did that. I was right. And now I think she's more comfortable and confident in herself. She is learning about her self-sabotage. Why am I covered in sweat, by the way? It is supposed to be fall. It's like, what is it, 90 fucking degrees out? Oh, 95. Sorry. Anyways, the Ten of Swords is the self-sabotage. The Justice card's the Bright and the Fool. She's just really realized a lot of her self-sabotaging behaviors, and she's just trying so hard not to do them. My only concern with Taylor in this position is this. Sometimes you become so self-aware that you can't live in the moment. And I do think she might be internalizing her feelings and not allowing herself to feel because she's a little too cerebral. So it's my only concern here. I will say, again, he's also not a complex person. He's a simple guy. Fool. He's very simple. You know? He's just like wants kind of like a chill life, a simple life. He likes what he does. I just see him as like white picket fence kind of guy. I don't know if Taylor's a white picket fence kind of girl. And I don't know if she knows what she wants either. So I guess we'll kind of see where that goes. But yeah. I think for him, he likes strong women. He likes feisty women. So that's a good thing. I don't know if I would say he's ever been with a girl this level of success. So I think it's a little bit of a mirror here where he has to respect her as well, and he's not used to that. So that's kind of put him in check a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll kind of see. Again, I'm a little bit concerned about, you know, him being the type of guy that once he gets what he wants, he, you know, lets go of it or looks for something better. I guess we'll see how that goes. It really just depends on his interest in Taylor, you know, and their chemistry. I think it's going to boil down to their chemistry. Right now they have awkward chemistry, but if the chemistry grows, then I think that this is something that actually could fucking work out in the weirdest way. But I mean, the odds, I would say in terms of success right now, I would say probably 15 to 20% if I'm being generous. They're not super high. I think the ball's mostly in Taylor's court, and whether or not she can sort of gain an attraction to him. I do think this type of guy, though, even if it's not this one, is who she should go for. Someone a little bit similar. I don't think she needs to go for those dreamy boys. I think they're a waste of fucking time. Taylor, you're too much of a badass bitch to be with guys who are lost in their head. And in their heart and their emotions. It's just not for you. These little dreamy, manic pixie dream boys that you date are just not, they're not it. So 6 of Pentacles reversed, Moon reversed, and 4 of Wands. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. So it's not that I think that he's like the most honest person. I know his ex claimed that he cheated, which is probably possible. I mean, most athletes cheat. But what I will say is I think he's an upfront kind of person. I also don't think he's very good at being sneaky. So I'm not super concerned about him hiding things from Taylor. Taylor's a sleuth, and she would find him out very quickly. Like, this is the type of person where if he was cheating, Taylor would find out within like 2 weeks. Like, it's not hard. Like, I think he's a creature of habit. So when he breaks his habits, you can tell what's going on. I don't know. I also think Taylor kind of sees through him. So there's not really a challenge of the mind, and she's used to a challenge of the mind. But then she realizes when I have a challenge of the mind, then I start fighting. Maybe it's a good thing that I don't find him super challenging. Maybe I should just allow myself to be comfortable and feel safe in someone's arms. So that's what's going through her head. I don't know. He's like a hug, and the men she's dated are like conversations and theories. I feel like she's the type of person to kind of string him along for a while. So, yeah, I don't know. The ball's in her court. I don't know. I'm not super mad at this. There's not really a lot to go on. Like I said, she needs to grow more physical attraction to him, and their chemistry needs to get better in order for this to happen. But I'm not super mad about it. I think she's looking at it as like an iconic moment, which is so funny and so meta. I think she really enjoys like the athlete, energy. So if this one doesn't work out, she might jump to a different athlete. But I don't know. I mean, it's iconic. It's cute. I'm not mad at it. I think I'll just leave it there. I'll pull one more, but I really think I'll just leave it there. Yeah. Look, I will say, I don't know if she's putting all her eggs in one basket. I think there are other guys that are interested in her and other people she's talking to. So I think she's kind of like casually seeing how things go, and whoever interests her the most will be the one she chooses. With that Tower and that Queen of Wands, it tells me that she's not really looking to get into anything serious right now, because she feels like if she were to get into something serious, it would just be destroyed. So Three of Cups, she's kind of just casually dinning around and talking to people and enjoying taking things very slow, which is not like her. So, but there's another person. There's definitely another person that's been pursuing her. It's not just this guy. Another person in the shadows, at least one or two that's been pursuing her. Whatever. Enjoy your life. I think Taylor's entering her iconic era. Just like her random era. Like where you're going to see her doing random things. Like I just see her entering a random era. I'm like, what is she doing with this? Why is she doing that? What the fuck is going on? So, unpredictable era. Not chaotic, just unpredictable. All right, so I'm going to leave it at that. Make sure you guys like that. You follow me, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Antphrodite. Make sure you join the YouTube memberships. There's a $5, $10, $15 tier. Tons of perks, tons of exclusive videos, and you can win readings from me. Until next time, bye guys.